Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field
Welcome
at Mile
back
High.
to another Denver
The scene a few
Bronco
moments
football
ago, here
game.
it is.
And
It's
get ready
unlike
for a
any
good one.
other in sport as
We're
both
gonna
teams
come
made
out.
their way out of the
We're gonna come
tunnel.
out swinging
These folks are
defenses
fired up
to
as their
start.
guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Riverhawks and the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Let's go.
What's that? You're gonna get stepped on. Oh, wait. Absolute defense. That's it.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's run.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for the touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Oh, Denver.
That's fielded in the end zone. And wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Sweet peach. 5 and 8. Not bad. Travis, you haven't had a good game in a while. We gotta get a good game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is gonna lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah.
Off the play fake. Paul.
What the hell?
Into a double team,
He
and it's
switched to another
intercepted.
backer?
Picked off here, the 32.
He was
And they're going to set up
Vander.
shop at the 32-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
Oh,
And I know the fans are thinking
slow.
right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward.
How do you
since that's
switch
his
to
first
another
throw of the
backer?
game.
What?
But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Red rum.
11 yards on the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down.
I thought that was third down.
He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Yeah.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson.
There we go.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's play smart now.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the goal line. A little juke. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
He's
the one to get him, and that is sack number 7.
One person I hate playing against is Chris Jones.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle.
So many reasons.
Bought the play action fake. Right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Just got bitch.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Oh, I hope you're a man.
Back to throw. Paul. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Getting dirty.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 44, check. Pick it up.
From the gun, Paul. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
No. Watch the edge. Bang.
Throwing on 1st down. Paul, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike Bobo. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. Ready?
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10-2 start.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Get in.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now in the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
I haven't even looked at DK yet. That's crazy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They broke in Montana crib.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Check 52. Check.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
You got nothing to do. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Check. Bravo. Let's go.
To throw on second down.
Paul, can't use
that's
it.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
That's DK.
The 40.
That's a big dog.
20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf. An even 90 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partners.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Free Nasty 5 Part 2, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. 36.
What the fuck? What kind of play was that?
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on 1st down. Wilkinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up in air, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
Yeah, that's not cheese. As soon as just roll out.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1.
Complete other way.
Giving up the football.
Off grip, huh?
The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
That's cute, though.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Jesus.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20.
Why do you save people? Like, what type of animation is that?
As the clock will stop with just under 30
seconds. What type of animation is that, man?
Half.
Why do you enjoy saving people when they play me? Like, that's, like, come on.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second and 10. Jackson flushed to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, man.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Butker able to put this one through.
Save him, man.
And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Paul, this is the tight end fan. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Burning.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have.
Can't run with the ball everywhere.
How they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
16
yards, a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
How do we not get pressure? And he will take this one in
we not get pressure.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points.
Oh, we're getting punched up. What? A little Madden save here and there.
Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But
why can we not get 2 jukes?
One does for me.
Like, come on! You have 3 touchdowns that have been left on the board because of that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
That's weird. I look, he got bailed. No cap. No cap. No cap. A little bit of bail right there. But hey. It was over.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, Charlie. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
2nd down and inches. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
My block, Taj. What the? Come on.
A big play there on the catch and
run. Block?
69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Broncos push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
It certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Decoded.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's see what you got.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll try the left side. Wilkinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
God,
and at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Welcome back now to Denver. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There you go, Aaron.
We talk about players blitzing all the time.
A little bit of heat in the kitchen.
And sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least.
Who is that guy?
Here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
No.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mike, 55.
On first down, Paul eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check, cross, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit.
To throw again. Paul. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Set, ready?
Don't you fumble this bitch.
Check 24. Greystone, travel. Hey, Foxtrot. Hurry or bye.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw.
Yep.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
There you go, cover that ball.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. from the gun. Paul, he's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little
sir, Travis, for the game.
To the races, down to the right side.
The game.
He's into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Oh, DK, you're soft.
Operating from the gun, Paul. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
What a go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Woo.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, yes, sir,
and the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
All right, let's pin our ears back and go to fucking work now, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal.
No.
They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
I'm pushing back on the stick. I'm moving back. I didn't even step forward. And you're going to have me locked in the block.
A lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And
go, Marcus.
Incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, yes, sir.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
Tackle.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson.
Why you smacking down, Goofy?
Incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they will take a knee here.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Ready.
Check 55, Mike. Cut.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home